This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Here's what's next for some of the primary election winners like Linda DeCosmo. Welcome one and all, and thank you for watching SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information. You can watch us in stunning HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513, and the newscast is also available all the time on the new Samsung Productions app. I'm Ken Carr. Let's get to our headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Well, last night, SSPTV was proud to bring you the area's most comprehensive election night coverage with Your Vote 2017. Many of you watched on your television and many via your phones or electronic devices from anywhere thanks to our brand new app. Sam Milsan Sr. was joined by analysts Mike DeCosmo, Rick Morelli, and Charles McElwee, along with State Representative Tara Toohill. Special thanks to our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, who helped to make last night's broadcast a complete success. One of the most talked about and most crowded races was that for Hazleton Area School Board. 7 candidates cross-filed for 4 open seats on the local school board. While the numbers are not official, it appears political newcomer Linda DeCosmo, a retired elementary school teacher and the wife of former board member Michael DeCosmo, was the top vote getter, securing nominations on both the Republican and Democratic tickets. We asked what changes she would like to see implemented in the district.
I'd like to see some of the changes in the classroom. Number one, I think the teachers have a lot on their plates, which doesn't give them much time to teach. And secondly, I think I've been there and I've seen there's not much interaction that goes on anymore, not because of the teachers, but because of computer programs that we have and teaching to the test. And teachers have to be so focused on that there's not interaction between the children anymore, which I think needs to be. And that's why one of my slogans was that we get back to basics, because I think what we're doing now evidently isn't working. So let's go back to basics the way you and I were brought up, and let's see if that works.
Also securing both nominations, incumbent director Bob Mahalik and political newcomer Ed Szymanski. Szymanski runs a construction business and retired last year as the district's assistant facilities manager. We asked Mahalik about the low voter turnout in yesterday's election.
It was definitely less than I expected, and I think in this case that did hurt the incumbents on school board. Again, we had to do some things this year that were painful for us as a board, but more importantly for the students, the community, our parents. And so I think that low turnout really helped those that didn't have any historical presence on the board.
For those who will be moving on, and we'll wait and see what happens in November, what do you see as the biggest issue still facing this board? Well,
again, we did return to full-day kindergarten, and again, I'm so disappointed that we had to do what we did last year, but that was as a result of finances, and the finances are no better. So there is no doubt that is going to be the major issue.
Political newcomer Alex Van Hoeklen, a sales representative for his family's greenhouses in Klein Township, appears to have the 4th spot on the Republican ticket, while former board member Dr. Robert Childs appears to have the final slot on the Democratic side. Incumbent school director James Chapman and newcomer Mark Scarcella, the husband of current board member Jackie Scarcella, both appear to have fallen short of a nomination. Again, the numbers are not official. You can stay up to date with the numbers by going to standardspeaker.com. Meanwhile, the field has been narrowed in the race for Hazleton City Council in the fall. 2 political newcomers were the top vote getters in yesterday's primary election. On the Democratic side, volunteer firefighter Tony Colombo was the top vote getter. Incumbents Jack Mundy and Dr. David Sosar captured the other 2 top slots. Falling short in their bid were Jerry Gallagher, Clarence John, Danny Montone, and Nicarol Soto. The 3 top vote getters will square off against the 3 Republicans who were unopposed yesterday. They include former council members John Kingan and Jim Perry and political newcomer Allison Barletta, an office manager at Hazel Auto Parts who received the most votes. We asked what led her to her decision to run.
Well, I was born and raised here in Hazleton, and my family worked hard, and I want Hazleton to be where my daughter grows up, and I want everyone to be proud of Hazleton. So I do think that we need to have positive change in our city.
What are some of the things you would like to see changed, and do you have any plans you want to bring to the table?
Well, right now, I definitely think teamwork. We all need to work together as a team, and that includes fellow council members, the mayor, that also involves the legislators too. We need to work together to bring that positive change.
How do you see November's race shaping up? Is it going to be tough?
I do believe it will be tough. You know, there are great people running, but I am feeling very confident, and I will continue to work hard like I have been.
Is there anything else you would want to tell our viewers tonight?
Pretty much I just want to say thank you so much for coming out and for the support, and I will be knocking on everybody's door listening to their concerns to make Hazleton a better place.
Current City Council member Grace Kuzo did not seek re-election. Republican candidate John W. Buda beat his competitor William DeFrancisco Jr. by only 16 votes in the race for Freeland mayor. Buda is now set to face Democrat Shane Balliet in the general election this November. There are 4 seats open on council in November's primary election. Residents will choose between Democrats Kristen Myers and Lisa M. Robles and Republicans Joseph Mermello, Daniel Bobby, and DeFrancisco. Current Mayor Ed Appleman, a Republican, will also appear on the ballot for council. The other big news of the day, fans of Taco Bell were shocked when the local restaurant closed its doors several weeks ago for major renovations. But today those fans are jubilant because Taco Bell officially cut the ribbon on the newly renovated restaurant outside of the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. Tanya Trammell is the restaurant's general manager.
Oh, well, we had our grand reopening today. Everyone showed up. It's been great. Business is steady.
Now, you were closed for quite some time, so tell us about the process, how long you were closed, and what happened to the employees while you were closed?
We were closed for about 4.5 weeks. The company provided transportation so that we were able to drive our employees to other Taco Bells, so that way it reduced workforce reduction. And we retained all but 2 employees and hired about 7 or 8 more, so it's been great.
So tell us about the new design.
This is our newest design set by Taco Bell Corporate. It's very different. I think it blends well with the community, and I've been getting great feedback from the customers as well.
So when people came back after you were closed for so long, were they like thrilled that you were finally open again? Were they going through withdrawal?
I don't even think they looked at the surroundings. They just wanted a taco because they were like, oh my God, I need to have food from here, you know?
I think they did a beautiful job. We're happy to see that they're growing and improving. Means they want to stay for a while.
It's so exciting, and the story about the company, Taco Bell, making sure in the 4.5 weeks it took to redo the store, that their folks were employed and bringing them back. There's more seating, a really cool modern feel to it, so it just goes along with all the great work that the folks at the Laurel Mall are doing on behalf of the greater Hazleton community.
How is the overall mall doing? You were giving me some staggering numbers.
Yeah, the Laurel Mall is doing fantastic. Part of it, I would have to say, with the help of TJ Maxx, but our sales overall at the Laurel Mall is up 42%. Mall traffic is up over 54%. So we are doing fantastic in the mall, and being at 98% capacity, I think that has helped a lot, and one of the few malls that are, you know, at that stage in the occupancy rate. So that helps people traveling to the Laurel Mall.
The new Taco Bell is the latest addition to the mall. Recently, the ribbon was cut on the new TJ Maxx and our new SSPTV studio. Next Friday, May 26th, the ribbon will be cut on the Laurel Mall's newest addition, Treasure Hunt. We are going to step away for just a few moments, and when we come back, we'll hear from local triathlete Frank Romero about training at the Greater Hazleton YWCA. In sports, we'll talk with 2 local javelin throwers who qualified for states. Plus, Dave Seaman is here from the Standard Speaker for some local sports commentary.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
I don't know about you, but my kids are playing more sports this time of year, and that could possibly lead to sports injuries. We're here at Sako Chiropractic with Dr. Scott Sako, and we're hitting on the importance of getting your children checked, also yourself if you do play any sport.
Yeah, really, anybody that plays sports should be getting some type of chiropractic care. All the professional athletes, all the professional teams, they all have chiropractors on their team. They all get adjusted on a regular basis. So actually, my background coming from Philadelphia was in sports and a sports chiropractor. I worked with numerous professional athletes as well as your everyday athlete that just goes for a run after work. I've really seen it all, and the value and the importance of getting adjusted is just fantastic. It helps with your performance, your endurance. It helps recover from injury. You just train better when you have the different things going on.
And that's a good point to make, not only if you're an athlete where you're on, basketball or baseball or you're swimming, but as you mentioned, if you're someone that goes to the gym or, you do exercises daily or you're very active, you should be also coming to a chiropractor.
No, for sure. And it's also with my background, I played sports. I played football in college, so I was an athlete myself. So even the different injuries that I sustained from playing football, I've really seen it all. I was a 3-sport athlete in high school, all the way almost on college. I only played football, but I've seen them all. So I could help with a lot of different injuries, a lot of different stuff, and get you back into the game and get them performing at the highest level.
And for those of you watching, Scott's a bigger guy. And when I first came in, I'm like, you want to crack my neck? You're going to kill me. But anyway, he's very gentle in his approach. And you do, I want the audience to know about your technique is different per who you're treating. If you're treating a child or the elderly, you're treating them differently.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen patients, my youngest patient that I've actually adjusted was 2 days old. My oldest was 97.
Okay.
Everybody's a little bit different. Most of the time when somebody comes in, they see me, they're like, oh, this big guy's, he's going to kill me. And then they realize, wow, it was actually pretty gentle, and it really helped. So, yeah.
All right, well, stop in here at Sako Chiropractic. You can check them out on Facebook, or you can call the office to make an appointment. They are now here full-time in the greater Hazleton area.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
I was tempted to make our weather shot me eating a 7-layer burrito at the new Taco Bell, but I went for this instead. But there's still 2 days left in this work week. Here's our local forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, patchy fog after 4 a.m., partly cloudy with a low of 64 degrees. Here's our 4-day outlook. Thursday, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 3 p.m. Mostly sunny, though, high in the mid-80s. At night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight. We'll have a low of 65, so warm on Friday. Slight chance of showers, mostly sunny with a high of 78. At night, partly cloudy, low of 50. For Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 68. At night, mostly cloudy. We'll be in the 40s for a low. Sunday, mostly cloudy, high of 67. And then on Sunday night, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 55 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. We're open weekdays 3:30 to 8 p.m. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
A major campaign is underway. The Hazleton YWCA strive to revive the Hazen Pool. Tonight we hear from a local Ironman athlete who knows firsthand how this facility has helped him reach his goals. Here's Ironman Frank Romero with details on how you can help.
Frank Romero here at the Hazen Y Pool, and wanted to talk to you about my experience here at the pool. When I first started swimming, it was 2012, and I couldn't do 4 laps in this pool in 15 minutes. And now I'm an Ironman athlete. That means I can swim 2.4 miles without a problem. I'm grateful for this pool being here and allowing me to put the training time in, giving me the opportunity to meet some great people, great friends. We're met here at the Hazen Y Pool. It's a place for us to meet up, and also for me to get some of my training time. So that's why it's important to me. Why the strive to revive the Hazen Pool is so important. This is not just for athletes, but it is important for us local athletes that use this pool to get ready for events. But there's times that we just get together. This is where I spend time with my family as well, and we enjoy the family swim and the open swims here. So it is not just about athletes, it's about everyone in the community enjoying this pool. And in order for us to make this pool better, we're going to need that Strive to Revive. Proceeds from this year's YWCA sponsored events, including the 2017 NEPA Endurance Fest Race Series, will go to the Strive to Revive the Hazy Pool. For more information, go to the hazyracing.com website or find us on Facebook under Hazy Racing.
Frank's also a very talented photographer. You can see a story all about him on the latest Out of Left Field. Check it out on the Samsung Productions app. Please stretch during this commercial break because when we come back, sports is pretty intense. We have track and field, baseball, and also some weightlifting to talk about. We'll be right back. We're going to start in Scranton and end in Chicago, Illinois for this Dave Day with Dave Seaman, the sports editor at the Standard Speaker. And Dave, we're going to start in Scranton where the District 2 AAA track and field meet was held yesterday. Joe Grulla, we talked about it throughout the season, Dave, incredible athlete, and he wins gold in the javelin. Surprised himself, I read in Steve Stallone's article.
Yeah, he definitely surprised himself. I think he was more anticipating a higher medal in one of the jumps, although he's very versatile, and he proved, again, in javelin, it comes down to one throw. I mean, you make that one throw, it doesn't matter what anybody else throws. If you're the best that day, that's what happens. And in Joe's case, he launched at 187 feet plus and earned himself a trip on the top of the medal podium and a berth into the state championships.
So he'll be going to Shippensburg, and so will Kayla Merkel, who won the district championship in javelin, and junior Paige Bonin, who finished 4th in the javelin, I believe. She will be going to states as well, and our intern, Allie McCann, has a story on those two Lady Cougars.
The Lady Cougars tackled the track for the PIAA District 2 AAA meet, but there was one event where Hazleton area dominated, and the girls' javelin senior Kayla Merkel set a new district record with a throw of 147 feet and 1 inch, exceeding her own expectations.
I didn't know how far I'd come when I hit high school, and then when I hit the varsity record that year and then continued it the rest of my career, it just, I don't know, I just can't expect anything else.
Merkel has broken the Hazleton area high school javelin record 4 times in the past 4 years. She has been consistent in a sport filled with change. No two throws are the same, and the wind is always changing, so it's nice to see a familiar face by her side.
Differing from her first 3 trips, Merkel will be accompanied by junior teammate Paige Bonin as the second throwing duo from Hazleton area to qualify for states since 2004.
I'm so excited. I finally have a partner with me to just even room with me because I usually sit by myself. But I'm just so proud of her. She deserves it.
As a mentor, Merkel helps Bonin keep her focus both on and off the track in preparation to fill her shoes as she moves on to Virginia Commonwealth University to further her throwing career.
Inspiring. She's definitely my inspiration. It's like a sisterly bond, kind of. I look for her as my support.
The duo heads off to state's Memorial Day weekend. Merkel will try to break the school record for a 5th time, and Bonin will try to pick up a medal in her first trip. While the wind is always changing and no two throws are the same, it seems that the Lady Cougars will continue to have some consistency in the javelin. For SSPTV Sports, I'm Allie McCann.
Thank you so much, Allie. And Merkel, a great day, 3rd in discus, 4th in shot put. Megan Reed for the Lady Cougars was 2nd in the 400, and Kendra File was 3rd in the high jump. Hazleton area Cougar baseball, Dave. I don't say rocky start, but by their standards, we're in the middle of the pack kind of in Division I of the Wyoming Valley Conference. Things are coming together now. They beat Wyoming Valley West. They beat Crestwood. They beat Coughlin. They've won 3 straight. Cougars are rolling as we head toward those 6A sub-regional playoffs.
I think right now what's showing is that their tough non-league schedule is paying off for them. Gino Cara said at the beginning of the season, the coach, he said, our pitching is going to be very, very good. I have no problems with our pitching. It's going to be if the hitting could catch up. And little by little, the hitting has caught up, and the Cougars are on a roll, as you said, going into the playoffs right now. And they'll take that pitching hopefully play good defense and get a timely hit or two and maybe advance in the playoffs.
We'll have a story on the Hazleton area Cougars next week here on SSPTV News, and Dave will be having an article coming up in the Standard Speaker. And Dave, you were away this weekend in Chicago, a little trip, but you also went to go see, it was your daughter, Jillian Seaman. She was in the USA Weightlifting National Championships, and she finished 4th out of 45 competitors, and she had a personal best, too, in the clean and jerk, 249.12 pounds. This is big time. I mean, this is the biggest stage, I'm assuming, for this in the nation, just by the title.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you see Olympic rings there and Olympic theme music, too, I honestly could say I choked up because it is quite an honor for anyone to make it there, let alone your own daughter, to be competing at that level. But she prides herself in hard work and committed to doing as best as she could, and she was determined to walk off with a medal. Just missed that, but she put out her best. She put her best effort forward, and that's all you can ask.
Now, she was doing, what's the name of the league she was in or still in?
She's part of the National Professional Grid League.
Okay.
That'll be starting up again later this summer. It'll be her second season with the New York Rhinos of that league, and that's more of a CrossFit where she gets to do some lifting and other fitness type exercises. Also be competing in the CrossFit Games sponsored by Reebok. That's coming up next month, so she'll be going to Atlanta for that.
So Joe Madden, not the only Hazletonian doing okay in the Windy City. Dave, thank you so much for your time this week. There's a lot going on. We have district playoffs coming up, and remember, you could follow all the action here on SSPTV News and in the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Good evening, everyone. Here's tonight's Talk of the Town. The Frackville Hometown Heroes program will have a dedication ceremony at 11 a.m. on Saturday, May 27th. All veterans, families, and friends are invited to attend. The ceremony will take place at 21 South Lehigh Avenue in Frackville. The McAdoo Troop 643 will host a craft and vendor show to benefit their summer camp. This event will be on Sunday, May 21st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the former McAdoo Catholic School. For more information, contact butterfly18237@yahoo.com. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send their sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Charlotte A. Gorlick, drums. Mass will be Friday at 10 a.m. at the Good Shepherd Roman Catholic Church in Drums. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Elizabeth P. Matyas, Beaver Meadows. Funeral arrangements will be made by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Dolores Ann Woodring, Whitehaven, Florida. The J. L. Locke Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is Frank Fetter of Barnesville. Call now at 570-455-7267, extension 104 for your free movie.
So I'll see everyone at Taco Bell tonight. If not, I'll see you back here tomorrow, 5 o'clock online all the time, SSPTV.com. Take it easy, everyone, and have a good night.
SSPTV.com. And follow us on Facebook and Twitter.